Welcome back, guys, for more Space Engineers. In this episode, we're going to be working on the central core and the upper dock. So the first thing I want to do is get Beavis and Butthead both set up with their full rigs and get them drilling. In order to do that, I'm going to do a little bit of drilling out to help the situation. So if I just if I jump out, you can see that Butthead is all the way down, fully extended. That's great. The thing is, if I put Beavis in the way the rock is at the moment, I'd have to have it a little bit higher, which is not great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mining ship to kind of cut away this piece so that we can have them both as long as possible. It just gets better and better, doesn't it? Okay, cool. So, you know what? I'm going to jump in the ship. I'm going to get digging. Right, I think this is probably as good a place as any to start. So, let's start digging in. And I just need to be a little bit careful at the beginning. But then I can go crazy and like really chunk into this. Man, it's kind of fun doing this. I've just got to be careful that I kind of don't go too far. But generally speaking, I don't have to be like too super careful. Here we go. Right, there's going to be a fair amount of this, so why don't we come back when I've got it done. Right, that first bit of digging is completed. We'll go up and take a look in a second. But I wanted to talk to you very quickly about this. So if I just go back here a little bit, you can see that the left-hand side is different from the right-hand side. And this is because I've been playing around with different styles. The left-hand side looks like really crisp and nice, whereas the right-hand side looks kind of meh. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be going with this. What I've done, I've taken the floor up one tile, and I've taken out the bits slanting down here. And for some reason, it just makes it look like so much more crisp. So yeah, I'm going to do that on this side as well. Now, the hangar doors, I think some people misunderstood what I was saying in the last video. The hangar doors, what I was complaining about was the time that was wasted. Like, because it was like, oh, just do it this way, this works. And then it didn't. And then I had to spend a load of time like trying to make that work. And then eventually I went and did the research and realized that, no, that doesn't work because this is how it really works. But then I think some people thought that I couldn't fix the problem. I absolutely can fix the problem. Have fixed the problem. Look, works perfectly. It works absolutely perfectly now. Can go up and down as much as I want. Started already. Yeah, it works perfectly, and it's really tidy, really nice. What I've so the fix is to put these blocks here, which have a little gap. These are the blast door blocks, which is what I was going to use originally. And yeah, and then I cover them up with these blocks, so there are no gaps, and everything works perfectly. So there you go. So that's a result. I've got to obviously extend it over to this one and redo this one, but I'm just playing around with the design. I don't want to keep like reworking this like once I've done it, because it's like one and done, hopefully. So I want to make sure that the design is right before I do the whole thing. And to be honest, yeah, I think so. The only debate I've got is whether this central section stays the same, like lowered down slightly. And I'm actually thinking about maybe bringing this whole section down, the whole middle section down, bring it down one tile so it sits like slightly lower. I think that might look really cool. Anyway, shut up. That's for another time. There's a whole load of building work that I need to do that I'll do offline. Okay, so this is what I've done. I've cut away this section. So now what I can do is set up these drills. Now, I set up this drill in the last episode, so you've just seen me do it. So I'll just get those done. Okay, Beavis is up and running with a full 20 pistons. Wow. That's pretty impressive. I've done a little bit of hand drilling here, just so that it can get through. And then I'm relying on the top drill to kind of polish it as it comes down. But yeah, seems to be going okay right now. Let me just check something. Because I don't know whether I've actually turned... Have I turned the pistons on? Yeah, I have. Because you can see that it's moved down. How are we doing? I've got the piston set at 0.002. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're taking... That's a big chunk. That might be a bit much, actually. maybe I should slow that down fractionally. Oh, good lord, if I can get hold of the... Yeah, God, did I get it? No, I didn't get it. God, that is really shaking around. Let's see if I can actually grab it. And boom, got it. Okay, so BE for Beavis. So what do we want? We want the Beavis pistons. Oh, that sounds like some clanging. That's not good. So velocity, I've got it set to 0.002. Let's slow it to 0.0015. Okay. And we'll see how that does on the next pass. Oh, that's probably not going to be happy cutting through there at this. Good lord. Yeah, that's taking a big chunk out of that. Let's see. This time around, is it a little bit smoother? I certainly hope so. Oh, no, it's still taking a big chunk. Let's slow that down even more. Good grief. I think it's because it's being slowed. So let's take the piston speed down to just 0.001. How are you doing? Okay, well we're cutting through. Not having any issues. And I've also got to get Butthead set up. Okay, Butthead is up and running. He's not quite cutting in yet, but the pistons are on the way down. They're starting to extend. Can we say? Yeah, they've started to extend. All right, cool. So now we've got both Beavis and Butthead drilling. It's just a case of let them get on with it. Now, I can do some stuff. Like, for example, I can take out parts of this central core here. So, yeah, that's probably worth doing. In fact, I might do that first. And then we can start thinking about the upper dock. Okay, I've just had the light bulb moment. The lightning has struck. I know what I want to build on top. This is huge. This is a huge moment. Because I have been looking at this and thinking, like, what am I going to build up here? How can I could build just like a giant brick on top. That was all I had. But now, and it's really, really cool. You're gonna love it, I think. All right, so we can now see the kind of shape that we've got on the mountain. So we dip down here. Let's actually go down to that level. Okay, so we dip down here. And then if we just go straight across, you can see we don't dip down on the other side. And that does make me think that we need a 7th and 8th tunnel, right? But I think we can work with what we've got right now. So what I want to do is I want to get some blocks, and I want to just I need some steel plate. Let me grab some. Probably a good job I get interrupted because I was kind of doing it from the wrong place anyway. Let's do it from here. So I bring some blocks down here like this to the level that we want to be at, which is this, right? And then start so we actually want to be at that level, really, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, so then we're going to come across like straight across there. I kind of want some guides because I want to drill this top part off so that I can actually see what I'm working with. But it's kind of sort of... I do need to bring some guides down from here then. So we'll just bring it down like every few tiles. And then when I've got these guides in place, I'm just going to jump in the ship and start cutting. Okay, what am I going to build on the top? Because you guys are probably sitting there going, at least say what your idea is. It's kind of hard to describe, to be honest. It's going to be like not circles. It's going to be kind of sort of ellipses, but like squared off ellipses. But they're going to be like concentric circles with some framework in between. So there's going to be like one at the bottom, kind of in the shape of this, the ginormous hole. And then there'll be some framework, and then there'll be another ring, and then it'll go up, and then there'll be another ring, and each ring will get bigger as it goes up. So that when you bring a ship down, you're actually going to bring the ship down through the rings before you actually enter into the complex, the complex proper. Okay, I'm getting ridiculously excited. Far too excited, and that's like the best way to be, isn't it? I mean, not necessarily for organization and efficiency, but my God, for inspiration, it's just exactly where you want to be. All right, time to jump in the ship. Right, let's get to it. How do I even get out? Over here, I guess. There's kind of just enough room to move. I need a guide going across because I need to know, like, where can I just like chop it all off this way, and where do I actually need to keep it? So, yeah, this is going to be quite the operation. I couldn't not show you some of the footage because, I mean, this is monumental, clearing this terrain. Like, once this terrain's gone, we'll never see it again. It's gone forever. And it's kind of a big deal. And it's revealing, like, what we're going to have. Which, it is a pretty big deal. So I thought I would show you at least a little bit. I thought that bit particularly was good, of chopping through there. Now, I would love to clear this bit of scrappy stuff above the ship, but I want to maintain this height at the moment, and like chop through kind of as much as I can. So I just thought I'd show you that, and yeah, let me carry on. I'm going to go all the way back, and I'm going to take out all that scrappy stuff. Just make sure. See, look, you see that little one on the right hand side, a little above the ship, just floating there. Yeah, I'm gonna take that now, actually, because that's super dangerous. Come on, you, go away. Right, got him. All right, I can get back to doing this stuff then, which won't take long. But there's still like a ton of stuff above me and whatever. So yeah, Sky, shut up, just do it. Right, I just stopped and parked the ship because the batteries were getting a bit low. What are we down to? Yeah, we've only got one bubble on them. So do you want to see what it looks like now? Let's have a look. It's not finished, but we did make some serious progress. Wow. Oh, hells yes. Oh, I gotta say, I'm really tempted by the 7th and 8th drill. How far is it going to come out? It's going to come out to there. So how far down? Yeah, I think having the 7th and 8th drills, I think it might just balance this by taking it down a little bit on this side. Oh, super tempting. Super tempting. But maybe I should shut up and do a little bit of building so that we get the idea of what we're trying to do. Right, I'm just putting some guides in, and I'm fairly sure, if I've counted right, that this should bring me down just where this comes out. Right, so that's kind of a center point for that. So we'll have a little marker there. And then that's going to come across to here. So we've got the same thing. So I want to count, yeah, that's the one coming down. So we want to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll come down to the same level, which is that. Or one down from that. One down from that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that looks right. So again, that should be where this point is sticking out, and it is. Awesome sauce. So again, we'll mark that. Make sure that we keep that. Okay, so this is going to be our front wall across here. Although it's not, there's not going to be necessarily a wall, and it's not going to be straight. That's for darn sure. Let's slap these in until we get to the other side. Come on, go in. There we go. And boom. What I need to do now is figure out a pattern for curving round this edge. So we would want to come in certainly at that point. So let's see. We would definitely want to come in there. Maybe I should just do it down here. Yeah. So at that point, no, see, that's cutting in. So let's stay outside that. Okay, so we come across what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we come in. And again, I'm going to have to do it down here so that I'm close enough to this. All right, so not that one. So we come 2 and then out 1. So do the same up here. So 2 and out 1. Is that the same? Yes, it is the same. Let's do the same on the other side so that we can meet in the middle. And then yeah, there we go. There is our pattern, I think. Yeah, that's it. That's our pattern. Okay. Right. Let me get rid of the stuff around this, and then we'll start developing this. Okay, so it's a simple 4-2-2 pattern. So we come out 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then it meets. All right. What I want to do is get that welded up so that we can kind of see the shape that we've got. And again, like here. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Okay. I'm already getting ideas, so this is going well. What was I doing? I'll flip it that way. So we want the 45-degree angles coming across there, but here we'll have these. So that goes there, and that goes there, and then we want that one, and come around this side, and there, in it goes. Right, let's get those in, and then we'll see a bit of a shape emerging with a bit of luck. Okay. I don't want that one, do I? No. So rip that out, but I'll put just the bare block back in. Okay. All right. the first little bit is in. Okay, so imagine, see, now you've got that, you can start to imagine. Imagine that, right? Probably about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 blocks deep. Maybe angling out. So there's kind of a bit of a bulge. With windows extending all the way across here, right? And then a gap, and then another one, but slightly further out, going across, and then a third one at the top, and then at the back there'll be like a spine, and then on top like a control tower. That is what I'm thinking. Okay, what I need to do is some building. Oh, okay, I've got, oh, don't send me down the cliff, because I want to, I've run out of fuel. And unfortunately, I can't reach anything. So the best thing for me to do is... Boom! Alright. The good news is, I'm right by a respawn spot. Oh, look at this. I'm now carrying the tools of shame.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, alright. I should actually... Fortunately, I can get fuel over here. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I've got to do now. The first thing is probably to get some kind of shape for the section, right? And then the second thing I need to do is get the kind of the full shape of the ring. Okay, so I've got the bottom shape in. Now this would have to be the inside of the ring, because obviously this is the tunnel here, and we want that space. This area here, this little bit sticking out, that's going to be taken off, and so is that. So this is going to be a flat wall going all the way down. So yeah, this has got to be the inside. So how wide is one of these sections going to be? I'm thinking a bunch of tiles. So let me put the outer wall of the bottom ring in. Now bear in mind, there will be 3 rings. So there's going to be the bottom ring, there'll be the middle ring, which I'm guessing will be about this kind of height, and then the top ring will be, yeah, pretty much the height of the rig. Yeah, pretty much the height of the rig, because it should be free floating. So yeah, the height of the rig. Oh, I tell you what would be nice, if we kept the back flat, so all 3 rings end at the same point here, but in terms of going forward, each one comes out further, and the same on the sides. Yeah, yeah. That could work. That could work. Okay, well, this makes it very, very obvious to me now that we definitely need hull 7 and 8, because if just look at the way the cliff comes around here, we need that for this ring, because this ring is going to be wrapping around the side of the mountain here. We need it to do on the same on the other side. Whoops. Oh, that was close. Yeah, it's got to wrap around here. So yeah, there's no question. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna need another couple of drill rigs going. I can do that in between this episode and the next. All right, so this would extend around there. You know what? Let's at least try and get an idea of what one of these sections would look like. I'm actually thinking this is too big for the bottom section. Yeah, so how would this come out? Well, I'm guessing if we flip that way, and then we want the little one like that. So if we come out like that and then a 45, yeah, I'm thinking that's kind of a nice curve to come up, and then we'd probably have a window. So what, like two tall windows, 2 blocks high. So the same ones that we're using down there, and then. Yeah, and then maybe it just curves in exactly. You know what? Let me put in a section like this, like just like 5 wide, and we'll see what it looks like. Right, ignore the unbuilt blocks. We're just looking at the white blocks. So this is the kind of shape that I'm thinking. So it's going to be kind of like an elongated donut kind of shape, going around into there and then bulging out again. So it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be very kind of rounded and aerodynamic. And I'm thinking that for these, we put in the huge windows, which are these ones. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Yeah, so these are huge. They're 2x3s. So come on, go in. Yes. All right. Did I go in the right place? Yeah, it did. I tell you, you know what? Let me build those quickly. You know what? I don't think they look as good as I thought they were going to look. They actually look a bit boring. They square this off too much. So maybe we go with these instead. What do you think? I tell you what, I kind of like that. All right, I am going to have to do a huge amount of planning work now to try and get like the sizings right. Like how wide should this one be, this bottom one be? That looks too big to me, but I could be wrong. And then How big's the medium one? How big's the top one? And then I've got to start planning like the spine. So there's going to be just like an office block going up the back wall. And then on top of that, so it'll extend up above the third ring to a control center. Yeah, planning that out, that's gonna be quite the job. You know what, guys? I've run out of time. I had things I had to do today, so I didn't have a full day to spend on this. But we have made some significant progress. I mean, just getting this design down and having a vision for what I want to build, that's a huge step forward. Getting the basic footprint designed, yeah, I mean, that's awesome. We've got these 2 tunnels, which are cracking on now. And we've realized that we absolutely do need the 7th and 8th tunnel. I'm going to take that. I'm sure you'll be like, would have liked more progress, Sky. But, you know, what are you going to do? Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. If you've got comments about this, please leave me a comment. In the meantime, I'm going to be working on this. So I will catch you tomorrow for the next episode. I'll catch you for that. Peace out.